Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time, so let's see how I can do this. First thing I'm doing is doing a skin perfecting lotion from Red, just because I've got a lot of breakouts and my rosacea is horrible. But I have had some requests for a palette review, and I haven't got to fool with it, and my hair is shorter than the last time you see me. But I've got a lot of breakouts and I don't know why. I've been not feeling the best. I've not been myself. Sinus issues, allergy issues, the whole 9 yards. The palette that was requested was the Morphe James Charles. It looks like this in the package. He is a YouTuber. He is a makeup influencer. Let me cut my thing down. It says, James Charles here and welcome to my palette. I love glam, but I also have a huge passion for crazy colorful outside the box makeup. I created this palette with that in mind. I include every beautiful formatted formulation shadow necessarily to create literally any look you want. Could be possible and imaginable. Cannot wait to see what you come up with when you unleash your inner artist. Now, this palette is gorgeous, and the eyeshadow he's got is gorgeous. Of course, he has gorgeous eyes, and he is very slender in the face. I am not. So, when you open it up, it's a huge palette. It looks like this. It's black, and it's got his name on it, which is gorgeous. This is a big palette. Granted, you could take this palette only to do eyeshadows, but this is going to be a big palette to try to transfer that whole thing. So that's my only problem so far with the palette. Now when you open it up, it comes with this really cool cellophane cover over it that's got the names of the eyeshadows, which I think is wonderful. Now, as you can see, it is very, very colorful. I mean, you've got oranges, blues, purples, greens, yellows, browns, blacks, pinks, if I didn't say pinks. And I asked what particular look they would like to have, and they said a normal look. Now, you can take any color of the rainbow and you can make a normal look. It depends on where you're going, it depends on what you're doing, and it depends on how you feel about just being yourself. Being who you are, and if you're happy with who you are, everything's falling. I've not worked in here in a long time, so I'm happy to move stuff. And then it depends on if you're happy with that. So to me, a normal look would be, you know, we would use, say for instance, the color Canvas, which is just a plain peachy, new looking color. Then I would probably use Punch Me, which is a little bit of a brown right in the crease, just for a transition color. Then I would probably dip over into Tea, which is a little bit darker of a brown. Beanie, which is a purpley brown color for the outer side to smoke it out. And then for shimmer on top here underneath the eyebrow, which I have not done my eyebrows, so overlook that. And maybe in the inner corner, I would probably use Face, which is a shimmery tan color. And then the under the lash down here, I would probably take Tea and a little bit of the sister and mix them together, or the Tea and Punch Me and mix it together, which is all browns. But I'm not for sure exactly what I am going to do. The first thing I am going to do is I am going to prime my eyes. The only reason I am going to prime my eyes is because with colors that are not your natural colors, like your browns, your normal natural tones, the colors you use, what was I saying? Tend to stick out a little bit better. I'm going to use MAC Soft Ochre as my eyeshadow primer. I have no foundation on yet, no blush, no contour. I figured I'd do my eyes first. So I'm just going to put that on my eye, all over from the lid eyelash line all the way up to the brow. And the only reason I got my phone on and I'm listening to Pandora is because we've got a friend who is in some critical condition in North Carolina. And I don't want to miss a phone call. And yeah, so that's that. So my phone rings and I have to piece you all together, then you know what happened. Okay, next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to climb over here into my eyebrushes, and I've got a bunch, and I'm not going to use Morphe. I don't think. I may, I don't know, but I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush. First of all, I need to go to the bathroom. This is a Coastal Scent brush. It is BRC N06. It's just a fluffy brush. There's nothing on it. It's good and clean. And I'm going to step into Punch Me, which is this really pretty brown color. And like I said, all eyeshadows, whether they're lights, name brand, or they're off-brand, such as WetN'Wild, which is really not an off-brand anymore, you're going to have a little bit of kick up. Boy, it's bold. But this is called Punch Me, and I'm going to use this for a crease. And you're just going to go back and you're going to make sure it's getting blended. It's been raining here, so I may have to cut the ring light on. I'm hoping I don't. And I was going to do one eye normal, natural look, and then the other eye kind of bold look to let you know that you can wear yellows and blues and greens, and then I come up with another solution, which you're going to see. You can use any transition color you would like. If you was going to do blues, you could use a light blue here. You could use a lighter brown. This just, you don't have to necessarily use eyeshadow primer. A lot of times if I've done my foundation, I put foundation there and then I put just whatever powder I'm powdering my face with on it. However, since I haven't done foundation and that kind of thing, that's the reason I went ahead and worked that out. I think I got a little bit more on the right than I do the left, so we're going to fill that in just a little bit more. There we go. Now, you all did ask for a natural look. Well, one in particular person did. And I have gotten a few new people to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I was going to do this live, and I was actually going to do a live video and let you guys kind of know what was going on in my life, and that I had been sick. I've had allergy problems. I've had days where I couldn't hardly talk. It's just been horrible. I'm going to take a makeup wipe since I don't have foundation on, and I'm just going to go from corner up and clean what flipped out. And like I said, it doesn't matter what brand of makeup you use, you're going to have that little issue there. And I cleaned just a little bit too much off this side, which I always do. but it's okay. We'll just pat some more back in there and be good to go. Okay, now I'm gonna take a I don't want that brush. I may be dipping into my Morphes if I can't find the brush I'm looking for. Luxie will work. This is a Luxie brush. I love the Luxie brush. This is a tapering blend. It's a 205 number. And I'm going to dip in because we're going to get just a little creative. Something I normally don't do, but we're going to do. I'm going to do a look with some greens and some pinks. Just to show you that you can be natural, but use color. It's not a natural look, just browns or just cream colors. You can use actual colors. So the color I'm going to dip into first is going to be called, let me find it. I had it here just a minute ago on the color I was going to dip into. It's called Daddy. It's a green. It's almost a forest green, but it's called Daddy, D-A-D-D-Y. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Well, actually, it's an army green. Looks like that. That's what it looks like on the brush. And I did wipe some of it off just because I don't want a bold look right then. And right underneath where I did the transition color, I'm going to put this. This may turn out the way I'm hoping. This may not. If it doesn't mean that I won't keep working with this palette. This is actually the first time I've worked with this palette. I've never even done swatches with this palette. I got it in, brought it into my beauty room, and that's kind of where it stayed. I'll let you know how far behind I am on boxes. I've got 3 Boxy Charms. I have got the spring. I think it's the spring. It's either the spring or the winter. FabFitFun. And if it gets down on your eyelid, don't worry about it. We're going to take care of that in just a second. But you're going to start on the outer part and work inward and just keep working with it. I mean, it's going to blend out, and that's what you want. You don't want it deep, and you don't want it dark. You want it to blend in. Now, if you have any questions on brushes, what's the best brush? Now, I started out on my YouTube channel 3 years ago, back in April. April the 9th was 3 years ago. And I know it's been sparse, but I've had a lot of issues. And if you look back on a live video that I actually done before they changed their rules that you have to have 1,000 subscribers before you can go live. I don't understand that. Then you'll see the update on medical condition. They thought I had a really bad condition and they put me on bed rest, and I haven't really gotten over it. I mean, when you're told that you've got something that could kill you in like 2 to 5 years, it makes you really put life in perspective. And I can't get my mind out of that. So now that I've got that done, cleaning my hand off because I'm sure I will use it again. I'm going to change brushes. I'm not going to use that brush no more. I'm going to take another fluffy brush. It's going to be another Coastal Scent BRC. It's either an S or a 508. It's just a fluffy round brush. And I'm going to dip a little bit into, do I want to do single or do I want to do Love That? I'm going to do Love That. It's a raspberry looking color. It's a very pretty color. It's down towards the corner right hand side. You dry my hand off and I'll do a swatch for you. Looks like that. It's very pretty. Looks like that's still on the brush, and that's even with a swatch. So I mean, you've still got quite a bit of product. And I'm just going to go right underneath that, right in the corner, and blend it into that green. and is blended about halfway onto my eye. I'm not going to go all the way. And I'm not going on the eyelid. I'm more focused on the corner and the inner crease. And as you can see, there's a lot of fallout, which is normal. I mean, it's not perfect, okay? You can't expect everything to be perfect, okay? Because not all eyeshadows are perfect. You're going to have fallout with just about any eyeshadow you use. Do that on the other eye. Then I'm going to take another fluffy brush. This is a Coastal Scent N06 BRC is normally the thing. It's plain. And I'm going to dip into Canvas, which is just a beige looking color. It's a very white looking color. And I'm going to flick it. And I'm going to blend everything with that. All of it. The transition shade, the green, the raspberry color as I call it, all together. And then we'll clean this up in just a minute, okay? You can't be afraid of color. I used to be very afraid of color. I was like, do I want to try that? Do I really want to go there? And then I was like, you know what? It's makeup. At the end of the day, it washes off. So we're going to take our little makeup wipe again with the corner of my finger. I'm going to go underneath my eye and up and clean. And like I said, the only reason I'm doing this way is because I haven't got foundation and stuff on yet. Had I had foundation and eyeshadow on, I would have put tape there. You can buy eyeshadow shields that go underneath your eye to the corner and it catches everything. But to be honest with you, I think Scotch tape works just as well and it's cheaper. And that was a little trick I seen from Casey Holmes. If you don't follow her, she's a really good YouTuber to follow. I got a piece of cotton or something on my eyelash. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little crazy thing. We're going to get some concealer here. I've rearranged. I got to remember where things at. I've got to get back into doing this, guys. I love doing it. And it's just one of them things that, you know, when you're told that you could have something that could kill you, like I said, it puts life into perspective, and the last thing you think about is YouTube. Unless it's your job. And it's not my job. I do it for fun. I enjoy doing it. I've had a good time doing it. I'm glad I started my channel. I don't regret it. I'm looking through my concealer drawer here on what I want to use. I want to use that. Let's do I'm trying to think of something that everybody could get their hands on. Let's do NYX, okay? NYX is very affordable. I was looking for e.l.f., but I don't see my e.l.f. I just found it. Okay, let's do e.l.f. This is in Fair. Of course, I'm fair skin. Always shake your liquid because it settles. If it's laying flat, it'll settle. If it's sitting up, it'll settle. Either way you lay it, it settles. So shake it, move it around. Make sure you get it. I'm going to use a synthetic brush, which this is synthetic. This is also a e.l.f. brush. It is called a eyeliner brush. It doesn't matter what it says it's for. You can use it for what you want to. And I'm going to do a crease cut. There we go. So I'm going to get some product on my brush here. I'm trying to get enough product to do both eyes so I don't have to stop and redo. And if I do, it's fine too. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a crease from the inner to the middle. So I'm going to put it right there. If y'all hear the air pump go or the heat pump going, I am so sorry, but I can't go without my air condition, which is just now cut off. So it's going to look kind of like this, and then you can go in and you can kind of even it out if you need to, which I need to at the top. And I don't know if ELF is quite what I was looking for, but it did do it. So, but I didn't get enough product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you another way. You're still going to use your brush, but you're just going to take the doe foot from your applicator, and you're going to put it kind of where you want it. And then you're going to take your brush and you're going to work it out and, you know, smooth it out to where it's not lumpy and thumpy and thick. That's the thing you want. It's not thick. Snucky is not in here with me, or I would, you know, show him to y'all. A lot of people want to see him. He's in trouble. Me and him had words this morning. He has gotten to where he growls at me. Most of the time by now I'm in the bed asleep. I need a little bit more on this eye because I got a little bit more purple raspberry color on this eye, which the color that I used was called Love That. So I need to make sure that I clean that up. My camera only records for 20 minutes, so therefore this is going to be a video that I'm going to have to really edit. So it's probably going to take me at least 8 hours or more. And I don't have a laptop, and I have to have iMovie. And if you don't have, I have a laptop, but it's not a Mac. Mac, it's a free program. If you have another one, you have to pay for it yearly, and it's ridiculous. So I've got a desktop Mac, which I'll have to sit and do. So it's going to take me probably the weekend till maybe Tuesday to get this video up. Today's the 3rd. Don't quote me on that. It depends on how I feel and how long I can sit and do it. I'm trying to get products that are pretty reasonable, pretty easy to find. So I'm going to use the ELF. As you can see, I hit pan on this one, but I do have an extra one. So that's going to be the all over powder. I'm doing eyelashes. I've done my eyeshadow. Don't need that. Okay. Eyes, I'm not finished, so I'm going to go ahead and do the Lorac. No, let's change this. Lorac is a really good eye product, but if you can't get your hands on it, it's something that you don't have to have. This is all the nude eyeliners I have. Okay, that's it. I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 of them. But if you want to get complex on eye colors, eyeliners, these are just my 2 trays of colored eyeliners. And then I got a whole tray of these that are black, nothing but black. And I've got liquid eyeliners. I've got the pomade eyeliners for wing. If you want to do a wing, this will be pretty with the black wing. And this is all my black ones. But I'm going to do a nude with this only because it's so much color that I think if you put a black on it, it's going to be too out there. It's out there, it's beautiful, but I think if you put a black on that, it's going to be a kind of more of a pop. And I'm not going to do an upper eyeliner. I'm only going to do a waterline. And I was going to use the Lorac, which is a really, really good one, but some people can't, I don't want to say afford it, because it's an expensive eyeliner, just for an eyeliner. But you guys that are like younger, that are not working yourself, and your mom and dad kind of help you out with your money and that kind of thing, I want to try to use something that is affordable. So NYX is affordable. This is called False Whites in the color Linen. You can buy that. And that's under $5. Then we've got Tarte. That's kind of expensive. We got Rimmel. Rimmel's not that bad of a price. This is the nude color in nude. It's 005. They may have changed the packaging between now and then. This is a sharpened one that you have to sharpen. I have a NYX Whiteout, which is solid white. This would be good to do like I did with the concealer. You could buy this and use both for the crease and the eyeliner. I have e.l.f., which is what I was thinking to use, but this I think has got shimmer in it. Yep, this is a shimmery eyeliner. They have two. I accidentally picked up the wrong one, but this is beautiful. If you're going to do a wing line in the middle, like a crease wing, and then another wing down here, it's beautiful. But I'm going to use LA Color Auto Eyeliner in the color white, AE665 white. This is a product that you can find pretty much anywhere. It rolls up. ShopMissA.com has got some really good eyeliners. I've got a lot of those that are actually colored. I don't have any white ones or nude ones. I probably need to get one or two of those. But I'm going to go right in here in the waterline. And it's not going to look white, okay guys? You are going to think white is in white, like white out. No. All it's doing is it's taking the redness from your eyeliner, or your waterline, from where you've pulled and tugged. Or if you're like me and you got allergies, then it's red. And it's just going to calm it down and make it look a little bit calmer. It's not like bold in your face type thing, okay? See? It's not really like, it's there, but it's not there. And it doesn't hurt to do what I did. Some people are terrified to touch their eyeball. If you wear contacts, you touch your eyeball. If you get an eyelash in your eye, you touch your eyeball. It's common, it's simple. Okay, I'm going to do the WetN'Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Porcelain. It's cruelty free. I love this stuff. I love it so much that Ulta actually has it on sale for, I think, $3 and something. I went ahead and bought a spare because I love it so much. This is my go-to every day. It's got a spatula, and you just wipe where you need it. Make sure you use a primer and or a lotion for your face, a face lotion, before you do foundation. Okay? And I did not wet my sponge, so we are going to use my roller, Josh calls it my roller brush. It's Philly Babe. It's a rotating brush. It's got two speeds. That's high. That's low. To work this in. Be careful around your lower part of your eye, because it will drag. Like it'll pull your eyelash. I mean, it'll pull it down, see? Because that skin is so thin right in there that it will pull it. And it's not that it does it deliberately, or it's made to do that. Make sure you get it in your hairline. It's just the way that your skin, where your skin's so thin right there, it just kind of grabs a hold, and there's not a really whole lot you can do. I got this brush on Amazon. I think it was under 30 bucks. It recharges by USB. So it would recharge by, because it comes with a cord, so it could hook up to like an iPhone adapter. And if you get it, it does have a charge, so don't think it's not working. You have to, I found that if you go real slow under your eye and look up, you can do it. Another thing about this foundation I like is you can put more on, okay? Like if I wanted a full coverage, I can go back and add more foundation and build it. But I'm not going nowhere, so I'm not going to do that. But you can build it, or you can go natural. It's up to you. For me, I'm not going to do that. Now, I am going to cut this off. I'm going to show you a little trick. You don't have to go out and buy this. This was actually gifted to me in one of my boxes. If you've seen these, they're in every brand now. I think even Elf has come out with them, and they're pretty reasonable. I'm just going to go back over my face in a circle. And where this is so much denser, it's going to clear out all of those circular lines. Make sure you don't have a line under your chin. And if you got spots like I do where I've broke out, I'll show you how to take care of those in just a second. Okay, now I'm going to take my Maybelline. This is Age Rewind. You do not have to be old. I mean, I'm 41. You do not have to be old. It's a twist top. About out. About time for a new one. It starts coming out of a sponge. It looks kind of like a coral reef. I'm going to go under my eye. And I'm going to hit these spots. I may have gotten too much out. This may take a while to blend in. I hope not. I'm going to take the same brush I had. This little curvy thing. I may have gotten darker because I'm used to really layering my foundation. Comes the heat pump back on. Must be more. You know, if it's going to rain, rain, and if it ain't, then sunshine. I'm so sick of this in and out. You know, here's my problem. I have fibromyalgia, and if you guys don't know what that is, look it up. It's a very painful, very, very painful disease or disorder, as they call it. And I absolutely hate it. I would rather have a broke arm, and I've had both of my arms broke. I've had all of my toes but 3 broke. I've had 2 fingers broke. I've had my jawline broke down here from having my wisdom teeth took out when I was younger. So, I mean, you know, I'd rather have all that done again than have fibromyalgia. I'm going to go ahead and powder my face, and I'm using the e.l.f. and it's the translucent. It's Perfect Finish High Def Foundation in clear. It says clear. It is white. It's fine. Just a big fluffy brush. This is a generic. I think I got it maybe at the Dollar Tree. It looks like the Real Techniques. I'm just going to powder my face, and I'm not swirling my face, okay? I'm pushing in. And the reason you're doing this is because you're setting your foundation and you're making sure that you get it in everywhere you need it in, okay? But anyway, what I was saying about fibromyalgia. I've got really bad allergies. I'm allergic to just about everything there is to come and go. And when the pollen is really high, I can't breathe. And I look like I've been beat to death because my eyes are like red and black and I just look horrible. And then if it rains, that pulls out the fibromyalgia. Plus I have a lot of arthritis. I have crippling arthritis and I have osteoarthritis, and neither one of those are fun. Arthritis period is not fun. I know I had a loop right there. Overlooked my hair. It's starting to grow out of the layers I had it put in, and yeah, it's just a mess. Okay, I'm going to stop right here because I got a phone call, and I will be right back. Sorry guys, that was my sister, and I had to kind of fill her in on what's been going on. She knows them both, and she had no idea, so I was filling her in. Okay, I powdered my face with I done put it away. I was trying to put stuff away because my table, if you used to see it, you would stroke out. I about stroked out when I came in here to do this, and I was like, how am I going to film this when I've got everything on the table? I put the powder away. It was e.l.f. $3, I think. I'm going to use an e.l.f. You can tell I've used it a lot because all the writing's gone, but it is the taupe eyebrow pencil. It's got the spoolie on one end and the retractable eyebrow on the other. If you do not do your eyebrows, skip this part, don't worry about it. I'm just going to go underneath and line it. And like I said, I really need to get my eyebrows done. I need to do them. I've got my machine to do them myself. But like I also said, I've been having a lot of issues, so we just ain't gonna worry about it. And that's too strong right there on the end, so I'm gonna show you how to fix that. I got it too strong down in here. Well, my eyebrows are down in there too, so let's see what I can do here with the spoolie. I really need to get them done. I really need to. I may do that this weekend while Josh is home with me. They don't look too bad. Nah, I can work with that. Let's try to do this on the same way. Like I said, if you do not do your eyebrows, don't feel you have to just because I did. For this look, you really don't need to if you don't do your eyebrows. Don't worry about it. Just kind of get you a spoolie. You can get a $1 spoolie, an e.l.f. spoolie for $1 that looks like this right here. It's just a spoolie. Nothing on it, just a spoolie. And just spoolie out your eyebrows. And if you give them shape, then you can take a clear mascara or a clear, I didn't get it out. I'm thinking. I got off track talking to her about what's going on. And I don't want to say too much because I don't have permission and it's not immediate family, and I just, I'm not going there. So don't feel like I'm trying to leave you all out because I'm not. This is e.l.f. No, this is not. This is Sunny Cashew. I do have an e.l.f. one. Here we go. It's an e.l.f. One side is mascara and one side is for eyebrow. This is eyebrow and this is mascara. I use one side and then I use the other side. As you can tell, it's colored because I use it so much. I think this is $3, but for 2 products to do the same thing, it's not a big deal. And then you just go over it and set them where you want them. And they stay. I mean, if I didn't take my makeup off, they would stay like this until I go to bed and start twisting and turning and rolling and that whole thing, and then they would go everywhere. So that's that. I got so much stuff to put away, guys, you have no idea. That's why I'm doing it now this way. Okay, I'm going to contour, and it's going to be a very light bronze. I'm going to use my Eco Tools bronzing brush. It's an oval brush, and I'm going to dip into Nectar and Toffee, these two, and I'm going to mix them. Just because one's a little too light and one's a little too dark, so I just kind of mix them. This palette is about $30, but you got 8. You can use this for under, this is a highlighter. You can use this for under the eye. You can use this for under eye. This is the banana that you hear a lot about people talking. Then you got your highlighters, or not your highlighters, but you got your bronzers. And then you got your deeper contours if you got darker skin, or if you got lighter skin, you can contour and really chisel out. Then you can lighten it. And I just use this one and this one. This one is a little too orangey for me. So when I really chisel, if I've got a very special event that I got to go to and I've got to dress up because we're Josh is in everything in the world, then I chisel out with this one. And then I use Nectar to kind of go over it. But we're just going to chisel out the cheekbone a little bit here. And I'll make a weird face, so don't make fun of me. That's just to get the hole there. And that's all I'm doing is kind of chiseling it out. And then we're going to take it and turn it down. I'm going to step back into the Nectar. And what I like about these is if you use them and you need a new one, they pop out. And then you just buy a new one and pop them right back in. And I don't know how much they are. I can't tell you right offhand. But I will look it up and put it in the description when I do it. See, it's kind of got a little bit of a darker shade. And then the Nectar kind of went over it. So it did kind of chisel it out just a little bit. But my rosacea is really acting up, so that's another reason that this is not going on very good. So there's a little bit of a chisel, and then we're going to go back in with the Nectar. Sometimes the banana hits in there, and that's fine. It doesn't really do anything bad. And then I go underneath the lip just a little bit with what product's left. And up and down one side of the nose. And if I really, like I said, if I'm going somewhere that's really, really special and I need to actually contour my nose to make it look thinner and shorter at the end, then I contour. I have done that on a couple of videos. So I may need to do a repeat of that. The next one I'm going to step into is this one right here, which is called Sculpt. This one right here that I was talking about that I use is called Hollow, and then Sculpt, and then Toffee. And then this one right here is Tan, and then Nectar, Cream, Soft Light, and then Ice Queen, which is your highlight. But I'm going to step into, which one did I say I was going to say? The Sculpture, which is this one right here. And I'm just going to bronze up a little bit. And I'm going to bronze my forehead just right here in the temple, just to where it looks like you've been in the sun a little bit. But I'm going to hit the temples more than anything, and then just kind of around. But hit your temples first. Or not your temple, but up above your temple. Make sure you smooth it out really good. And then just kind of go across your forehead. Make sure you get it back to where it doesn't look like you have a line. I hate that. I see people like that, and I want to take a brush out of my purse and just go what? Even it out for them sometimes. And then I'm just taking a little bit of what's left over and going. That's that. Then we're going to take a blush brush, which is, I believe it's a Morphe, guys. No, it's actually an XO Beauty brush. And the Morphe palette. I do have other blushes. I've got NARS, I've got Maybelline, I got Wet n Wild, I got Revlon, I've got CoverGirl, Pure, ELF. Y'all want me to use ELF instead? Since we use ELF for pretty much everything. This one is ELF St. Luca. It's got a bronzer and a blush, which is a nude blush. So we'll just use the nude blush. It's got a little bit of shine to it. And as you can see, even the cheap ones have fallout. But what I do is just hit the apple of my cheek and then drag it back. And it kind of mixes in. So the apple of the cheek, circle, and then back. You don't have to circle back, but you can, or you can just swipe. Most people do this. And then you've got this bold look. You can do that, or you can just circle it in, pounce it in, and it looks really good too. And since this is a new color, I'm going to go across my nose and my... Just kind of... See, look how much fallout's in here. I'm going to show you on the mirror. See all that fallout? And then there's still more there in the pad, if you can. I'd have to zoom you in on just the pad, which I can do. See all that fallout? I mean, whether it's name brand, big high prices, or whether it's a $3 thing, you're gonna have it. Still have not got my beauty room done the way I want it, to where I'm at the window and the back of this wall over here. Now this is the Jeffree Star Cosmetic highlighter, and it was with MUA. It was their collab, I believe. I'm right on this. It's called Eclipse, but since we're using affordable products, let's see if I've got an e.l.f. one, which I'm sure I do. I just gotta look for it, okay? Would you believe I don't believe I have an... I do have an e.l.f. I was just getting ready to say I don't have an e.l.f. I have two e.l.f.s. Why don't we just do that? I have two e.l.f.s. I have a silver looking one. Are these the same ones? No. This one is more of a gold tint. It is called Moonlight Paris. P-E-A-R-I-S, Paris. And this one is called Moonlight Paris. But they've got different numbers. Do they look the same to you guys? They don't to me. This one looks darker. Oh well, so I've got two. So I'm going to use this one. You can use a fan brush if you want to. You can use your finger, either finger. But first I'm going to take Morphe spray and set my face. This is expensive, but it does not cause me to break out. They do make an e.l.f. one, and I'm out. I do like it for an everyday use. So, you know, you can use either one. I do have a highlighting brush, which I am going to use. It is the AOA Studios from shopmissa.com. It is the F19. I'm flicking out the highlighter I used before. Looks like this. And you would think, God, that would be it, you know, but no. And this is a really pretty highlighter, guys. And the reason I sprayed my face and then did the highlighter is because when it's wet, it really shows up. Over the little cupid's bow, just make sure you blend it out. Don't just put a dot there, okay? And then on the chin, anywhere you want to look dewy is the idea of the highlighter. Just kind of like you've been kissed by the sun, okay? tip of the nose, and then up the nose like a dot, like an exclamation point. And then I do go a little bit right in here in a circular motion just because I like it. I mean, you don't have to. This is just a personal preference for me. Just kind of like the chin is a personal preference. Not a lot of people do that, but I do. I like it. Now, let's see. We need mascara and we need lipstick. So the mascara I'm going to use is e.l.f. In black. It's the mineral infused mascara. It's got a pretty good size wand. I'm just going to wiggle up as I go. This is a really good mascara. It doesn't smear or smudge or flake when it dries. I hate a mascara that dries and flakes on you. Especially if you're out for a really nice night or date night or a nice function and somebody says, I don't mean to be rude, but you got some black flaky stuff right in here. And you're like, okay, thanks. So you have to go to the bathroom and take care of it. And I always wipe off the end because there's always extra. Don't ever pump. When you pump, you're pumping air into here, which is already got air in it when it's cream made. So when you're pumping it, you're putting extra air into it. And do not share eye products. That is a very good way of getting eye infections, pink eye, styes, and other things. Just don't do it. I got a hair down here that's wanting to be changed to black instead of brown. See it right here? Ah, baby hair. What do you do? Just let it do itself. Do its own thing. Now I am going to tell you with a big brush like this, if you've got hooded eyes like I do, sometimes you get it on your eyelid. If you do that, wait a couple of minutes, take a Q-tip right on top of where the spot is and put it and lift. If it doesn't take it, then put it on there and pull. It'll take it right off. Wait a couple of minutes though, because if you do it immediately, it's going to smear, then your makeup is going to just be worthless. It's got that. That looks good. I'm kind of happy. Now, the next question people are going to say, what kind of lipstick would you wear with this look? So you want your face to be either focused on your eyes or your lips. The rest of it is just similar, okay? It just kind of focuses it out. So my main objection today is my eyes, because I think they look gorgeous. Gorgeous. But like I said, comment me, DM me, hit me up on Twitter. It's Darlene White on not Twitter, on Instagram, Darlene White. I'm easy to find. If you want a common everyday wear look, like I said, I would go out right now in this. No questions asked. Throw me some clothes on and go. But I like this look. It is something different for me. I'm not used to doing it. And I have another idea for a blue-green with a little bit of a yellow or an orange to it. And I may be doing that this weekend and then adding it. But like I said, this video is going to take me at least 8 to 10 hours because I'm going to have to cut, edit, splice, and it's a long process. And I don't know how long my back can sit. Josh has got me some really good chairs to film in this one, and my computer chair, which are the same chairs. They're, oh, what are they? I can't think of the name of them, but they've got good lumbar support and that kind of thing, but it just, sometimes it doesn't work. I'm going to put a little bit of Carmex Comfort Care. This is just a choice of just a little bit of a lip balm there. Just, my lips are cracked and kind of, my nose is starting to run. Don't do this when your nose is running, okay? Get a tissue or whatever you're going to use. In this case, I've got this little thing and just pat, okay? That way your makeup don't come off, see? Why I decided a neutral. I want a neutral because I want my eyes to be... This is one box of neutrals. I've got an obsession. This is the second box of neutrals. And then we got... Oh, we ain't going there because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 drawers of these, the size drawers of lipsticks. And then I've got this little thing of lip liners, and I am going to use a lip liner today. And I'm going to use one that you guys can probably get your hands on cheap. It's not cheap made, it's just buying cheap. There's no reason to spend a lot of money on something that you don't have to. This is LA Color Nude. It is a retractable. Now I gotta find, which means it'll go with anything, okay? And I'm gonna show you a little trick that I've seen. And we're gonna try it today. Now we gotta find a lip liner. I mean a lipstick. Do we want to do NYX? Do we want to do... I'm really trying hard. I've got a lot of Kiss Me because I did do Kiss Me for a long time. I got ColourPop. I got Tarte. But I'm trying to do colors that are like reasonable in hand. You can grab them like at Walmart or wherever. But I'm also trying to make a look with it. I mean... Anyway, I was a member of the Kiss Me thing there for a long time. I got lipsticks every month. But it just got to where I didn't like something happened with the formula. I didn't like the formula. The formula changed somehow and I just wasn't happy with it. So I canceled it. So they begged me to come back. They sent me like some extras, some freebies, that kind of thing, and they begged me to come back, and I went back for a little while, and once again it was okay for a month or so, and then it just went haywire again, and I was like, I'm not paying this for that. I do have an ELF, I have a NYX, and I have a WetN'Wild, so we're going to decide what we're going to use. I also have a Morphe. I got Maybelline. I got Jeffree Star. Some more Kiss Me. It's a Tarte. And then I got an actual lipstick instead of a lip gloss. I mean, not a lip gloss, but a liquid lip, or do we want a lipstick? What's this by? The Body Shop. Okay, I got 4 choices here. They have 4 come out of that box. I gotta remember that, so I'll leave that pulled out. Okay, lip liner. We're gonna do that first. That's the first thing we're gonna do. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna wipe off what we put on the chapstick. You're gonna take a towel or a, let me show you with a, where are my box of Kleenexes? Who knows? I'll just use my towel and show you. On your lips only do you wipe. Okay? Only your lips. Because if you do anywhere else, you're going to get your foundation and your powder and your highlighter, and then you're going to have a line. So only on the lips. If you leave a little bit above the area, it's fine. It's not going to hurt nothing. So here we go. This is something I recently learned, to line your lips. Okay, you're going to take your lip liner, and I got to sit here, okay? Because I'm not very steady. I've got a lot of shakes, so we're going to line the lips like you normally would. Okay? See? Then right here on your cupid, you're going to come down. And this is a nude, and it would show up better if it was a red, but you're going to come down right there. Then you're going to start right here at the cupid's bow, and you're going to line this side. And then you're going to hit that cupid's bow. And then right here at the cupid's bow, you're going to go down. So you're going to have a cross right here, or an X right here, under your cupid's bow. Okay. Then down here, and you don't have to do this, okay? This is something extra I do. And then in your corners, you're going to go about 1/4 of a way in. And if my lips wasn't so chapped and looking, it'd be okay. And then right here, you're going to go up and down. And then here, you're going to go up and down. So your X here and your X here will match. Isn't that cool? Now, if you want to make a bold lip, a bigger lip, a plumper lip, put your lips in like that. And then where your cupid's bow is, you're going to go. And then underneath on your bottom lip, we're going to get that right there. And I done got my ends. So that's going to make you look like you got a fuller lip than you do. Okay? And like I said, you do not have to do a lip liner. This is just something I like to do. I like a lip liner. It's just me. Now here's what we got to choose from. I have the Maybelline Nude Touchable Taupe. It's a little bit of brown, but it's a nude. It's actually a nude. I don't think with this eye color that will work. So we're going to go ahead and roll that one out. Then I have e.l.f., which is a liquid, so we have to shake it. And it is in the color Scott, S-C-O-O-T, Scott, just like a name, Scott. And it's got a flat doe foot. And I think for this look it's too pink. Then we have the Wet n Wild Mega Stick Lip Gloss in the color Rose Gold or Rose. And it has a doe foot where it's flat on one side, rounded. And it's just got a little bit of color and shimmer. This is a possibility for me. This is a maybe with this look, okay? And last but not least, we got NYX lip gloss, and it's called Chickies in number 16. NYX is a very good product. It's a very price reasonable product. It's not cheap by product, it's cheap by price. I like NYX. I use NYX, as you all seen. I'm gonna put it on the top, and it is way too pink. Way too pink. It's more of a salmony color, and I don't want that. So we're gonna go with the Wet n Wild. And no, I'm not doing this without a mirror. I got a mirror right in front of me. Actually, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mirrors. The one in the middle has 3. Now, if you want that plump look at the top, I'm going to show you how to do it. You pull your lip in. And gives you a fuller look. And what you're doing is you're going just a little bit outside the actual lip design that God gave you. That's it. And then if you want to respray your face for whatever reason, I don't see any reason to respray your face, then you're good to go. Now, if you don't want a colored lip liner, Pixie, which is another good product, has one called Lip Contour Liner. It's clear. Okay? And there's no color to it. It's a wax. And it also helps your lips your lipstick from feathering. I use this on red and orange lipsticks. If I'm using a dark lipstick, I use this because I don't want it to feather. Especially if I'm drinking, not drinking like alcohol, because I don't drink alcohol. Like if I got a water or a tea, then I won't, I don't want it to feather. If I'm eating, I don't want it to feather, and I always take it with me. And whatever lipstick I'm using, I take that with me that day too, because I don't want to go eat and then go shopping or wherever else I may be going, and my whole face be done but no lipstick. That looks really weird. So yeah, that's the look with the James Charles's Morphe palette that I come up with. Like I said, if you are still looking for a normal, common, everyday look, you let me know. I'll be more than happy to try. Guys, you're just going to have to spare with me. There for a while, it was twice the week I was filming and uploading, whether it was an unboxing or a get ready with me chit chat or a voiceover or just an update on what's going on in my life. As you all know, if you go back and look at my update video where it says life update or health update or whatever it is, it explains everything. If you have any questions about what I've been diagnosed with, or if you have the symptoms or the problems and you know how I'm feeling, please give me some encouragement. If you're having this, I encourage you just to continue living, trying your best to live day by day and do what you can. I found out that I get up around 8:30, and by 12 or 1, I'm ready for bed. Right now, it is 10 minutes till 4, and had I not done this, I'd have been in bed asleep. I just can't go like I used to. Like, I can't do the laundry. I cannot pull and tug at the laundry. So Josh just took over the laundry. I cannot pull the trash and do the trash. I can still do the dishes with the dishwasher. I have to unload the dishwasher and then take a little bit of a break, wipe down the counters, that kind of thing, and then load the dishwasher. And it takes me about an hour to do that. And I know that sounds ridiculous of a time, but if you have this, then you know what I'm going through and you kind of know what I'm talking about. And I praise anybody who has this and continues to work. When I got hurt in 2005, a lot of things that I had wrong with me physically, I had no idea. They sent me through a bunch of tests, and I didn't know until I went into my lawyer's office because I was fighting for my workman's comp. And they were like, you can't go back to work. And I was like, yeah, I am. And they were like, no, you're not. And they threw out this pack of papers that stood this tall. It was my medical. And I went to the board, the medical board with my disability, and they had done deemed me disabled. So that was a rough go. I believe there's a video up about that. I just thought I had polycystic ovarian syndrome, and couldn't get pregnant, couldn't have a baby, had 4 miscarriages, and now I've got a list of things that is wrong with me. One thing I don't have anymore is high blood pressure, and I weaned myself off 3.5 years ago with a doctor. I don't recommend you trying to do it by yourself, off my high blood pressure medicine. So that's one thing I don't have no longer. I do have to monitor it. About every 2 weeks I have to check my blood pressure, or if I'm starting to feel like it's up, I have to check it, and then write it down and let her know when I go see her. I do have hypoglycemia, which is when your blood sugar drops, and that happens a lot at night, and I have to get up and either eat peanut butter crackers, like peanut butter nabs, or just a spoon of peanut butter, and most of the time that helps. Sometimes it don't, and sometimes I have to just eat a spoon of Splenda. We don't have sugar here, but we're Josh Hattie's gastric bypass, so I just do Splenda. So I try to eat an apple, a banana, halos. If we have watermelon, cantaloupe, just some kind of fruit, because fruit has natural sugars, before I go to bed, just because of that. I don't drink soda pop at all. I don't drink like Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, any of that. If I want one, it's Sprite Zero. Most of the time it's Powerade, because it's got your minerals and your electrolytes and water. Then I have milk and orange juice, but that's not an everyday thing. It's not even an every week thing. They say a lot of it has to do with diet. I try to eat healthy. I really do. But with the way Josh works, he's supposed to get off at 5, but if you are from an EMS family, you know as well as I know that time doesn't mean nothing, because if you're on a call and you're working a code or you're working a car wreck, you can't say, oh, excuse me, it's 5 o'clock, I gotta go home, and walk away. You can't do it. And if you're a volunteer, you know the same scenario. So, or if you've been in EMS and now you're not, then you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, this is the look I come up with. I love it. I do have 3 or 4 more looks now that I'm thinking about it, that I mean, my brain's thinking. I'm thinking of looks. I'm thinking of, okay, let's go a little bit bold. Let's see what else I can do. This is a great palette, okay? I could not get it from Morphe. Ulta had it. I got the last one from Ulta. I was lucky. As soon as it comes in, it sells out. It is $39 on Morphe.com. If you can catch it and you want it, I will give you some affiliate codes that are not for me. I do not get paid. I buy this makeup myself. But you can use Manu, MUA. You can use, let's see who else has one. I'm trying to think of, I always use Manu MUA because it's automatically in my I hit the wrong button. I actually took a picture. This is going to take forever to edit. The battery died as soon as I put it in. James Charles, I'm sure, has got one. So go to his YouTube channel. But like I said, go to the description box, go down, and it'll show who they're affiliated with and the percent and the code, and I think it's 10% off. I'm pretty sure it's 10% off from anything. But anyway, day or night, wherever you are, be safe, be careful as always. There's so much craziness going on in the world. I try not to watch the news. I try not to really get on Facebook a whole lot. I just try to stay away from all that crap, because there's so much negative in the world. Instagram's getting just as bad. So I've gotten to where I play card games. I watch a lot of Netflix. I found coloring online on my iPad. I mean, you know, I don't handle bad news really well. And it's hard from the background I have, and the people that know me know the background I have with, you know, EMS and medical and that kind of thing. I've always been in the medical field after I got out of the restaurant. I worked at McDonald's at 15 and 8 months, and then I went to Long John's until 2 years after I got married, and then it's been medical ever since. CNA, med tech in Tennessee, supervisor at night at a assisted living, then EMS the rest of the time, either volunteer or paid. So I mean, it's been medical. Had I listened to my dad, I'd have been a nurse. But apparently God had a different path for me, or I wouldn't be where I am today. I don't do this to make money. I do not get any at all money from YouTube. I can prove it. I've had some people say, you know, you're getting paid, you get makeup for free. No, I do not. BoxyCharm I pay for every month. FabFitFun I pay for every 3 months. You know, everything that I have, I buy. Thank God my husband realizes this is a hobby, and it is an expensive hobby, but it helps me. I have a very bad social anxiety, and those of you who know me, who have known me before 05 when I had my accident up until probably 2012, know that that is not me. I am not a social hide in the corner butterfly. I am a talk to everybody person. And now it's just not that way. So yeah, if you've not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm going to try. I said this in December. Lord, please, I ask of you to help me start being able to upload twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm going to try. If you leave me a comment in the comment section, or send me a private message of something you want to see, if I don't have the product, I will buy it. I know it took me forever to get this, and guys, I'm so sorry, but every time it come in stock, just like that, it was gone. I'd get an email, it's in stock. I'd go to the website to check out, it was gone. And I would check 3 other places. You know, there's Morphe, which is who it's through, then there's Ulta, who sells Morphe now, and then there's is it Beautylicious, I think it's a website, and it's gone. So I know it took me a while, and I am so sorry, but I did fulfill it. I will try this weekend the best I can to get this edited and clipped and put together and uploaded. But yeah, if you're subscribed and been subscribed since I started, thank you so much for sticking with me. It's been a long journey. It's going to continue to be a long journey. I'm still working on wanting to do giveaways and that kind of thing. I want to build my YouTube channel. Money has no issue. I could care less if YouTube ever sent me any money. I would prefer them give it to a charity to help underprivileged children, or homeless, or vets. Vet would be perfect. You know, wounded vets. It's just, that's not what I'm in it for. I'm in it because I enjoy makeup, for one. For two, I enjoy talking to a camera with not 1,000 people in front of me. And 3, I enjoy making looks out of a canvas that normally I wouldn't. This is something I would not do. Anybody that knows me, that knows when I wore makeup in the past, I wouldn't even go out on a rescue call in the middle of the night without a little bit of something, mascara and lipstick at least. I enjoy it, and I enjoy doing it. So, thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate it. And, you know, tell a friend. Send them my link. I've got some that are younger children that watch. I've got a couple of videos on here that my niece did with toys. But then that whole Meemaw thing come on, and yeah, I got one of Maddie's videos that was done 2 years ago flagged, and I had to go onto my YouTube channel and fix it, take it off, re-edit, because they had cracked it, and put it back up for them to, and send it to YouTube for them to approve to go back on. It was a mess. I was mad. And this was in the middle of the night when I should have been sleeping, and I got an alert, and I was like, I don't get alerts in the middle of the night. What's going on? And I had forgotten to change the alert system, and that's what it was. So I fixed it. But anyway, you know, whatever you guys want, I'm trying. I've got lots of products. MAC. If you start naming brands, I've probably got a brand of something. Foundation, powder, blood, whatever it may be. I'll probably have it. I do want to do a skin video, a nighttime skin routine. I'm going to have Josh with me to kind of set that up in the bathroom. So it'll be on a weekend type thing. I've got some new cleansers that I've been using that I really, really like. These have popped out. What I covered and you see me cover was just from stress of all this that's been going on, and worry, and the unknowing, and knowing that it's in God's hands, and knowing my faith, but then also knowing the back medical part, thinking, okay. And I just eventually I just say, you know, we got to leave it to God. I mean, when it comes down to it, it's His timing, and it's His decision, whether we're here or we're with Him or wherever we may be. So I'm going to go. Like I said, leave your comments of what you want to see. I am going to do a face routine, a nighttime face routine. Of the morning, the only thing I do is wash my face with whatever cleanser of the morning and moisturize. And most of the time of the morning, it's sunscreen. At night, I don't really care for sunscreen because I'm not in the sun at night. But in the morning, it is. I've got this new one in. It's Pharmacy Clean Bee. It's Ultra Gentle Face Cleanser. I think I'm going to try it tonight when I go take my face cleanser off. I mean, take my makeup off. And then I've got a serum that I'm going to use. It's a brightening serum. And then I always use vitamin C, hydro acid. Yeah. Anyway, when I do my video, I'll show you all my products that I use. But these two are new, and I'm going to try them. And yeah, other than that, like I said, they're not reviewer. Be safe, be careful. As always, I love each and every one of you. Thanks for sticking it out with me. And just leave your comments on what you want to see next. If this is not what you were really looking for, say, hey, this is kind of not what I'm looking for, but, you know, let's see what else you can come up with. Hey, I'm all for it. I do have some other palettes that's got bright colors and light colors and that kind of thing. I've got 1, 2, 4, 5 drawers full of eyeshadow palettes, and then a basket with eyeshadow palettes that's not even been opened. There's one. I got 2 or 3 boxes of BoxyCharm. It's got eye palettes in it. FabFitFun had an eyeshadow palette in it. This has got more than just them 2 I showed you of eyeshadow palettes. And I got more on the way from what I've seen, you know, the sneak peek things. So, yeah. We'll see. If I get it and I don't like it and I'm not going to use it, then I will probably put it in a giveaway. We'll just have to see how it goes. But anyway, I'm going to go, and I will see you all in the next video, which I pray that I can do it. So if you're out there and you pray for me. I'll be praying for you, and we'll see you soon. Bye guys, I love y'all.